Welcome back to the Cryptoworld channel, everyone. My name is Josh, and in this video, I'm going to be going over the top 7 altcoins that I am looking at right now. There will be a lot of massive opportunities in this video, so make sure you stay watching all the way to the end of the video so that you're not missing out on any of this important information. And just before we jump into it, make sure to drop a like on the video down below. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe with notifications turned on for more videos just like this every single day. But anyway, with all of that out of the way, let's get straight into what this video is about. So right here, we're on the chainlink US dollar chart on the daily time frame. This is altcoin number 1, and Chainlink has been a long-term hold of mine for a few years, but now more than ever, we have a huge opportunity on our hands because as you can see here on the daily chart, Chainlink has formed a massive cup and handle pattern, and we are already beginning to break out to the upside here. We have seen a successful retest. We're just waiting on a little bit more volume coming in here to confirm this breakout and see the follow through. But when we're zooming out even further on the Chainlink chart, this is Chainlink's entire price history, and as you can see here, since the beginning of 2018, Chainlink has stayed in this huge uptrend, trading between these support and resistance lines, as you can see over the years. And if you're taking a look at all of this previous price action dating since 2019, anytime Chainlink has had a huge run up to this top line of resistance, we've found a massive rejection at that exact line just there. And then obviously we have quite a large correction, and then we have an initial reaction to the upside, and then usually another pullback forming a cup and handle pattern before we then break out to the upside. Now in this case, the first time around, that breakout to the upside, we did meet the technical price target. As you can see, just measuring out the technical price target at that stage, it was coming in at around $4.40 approximately, and we reached up towards $5. But then Chainlink saw a pretty decent crash to the downside, but keep in mind that crash was due to the pandemic hitting at the beginning of 2020, and pretty much everything was crashing at that stage. So that crash right there was very unique to that specific time period. Otherwise, if we did not have everything going on in the world at that time period just there, it would have been more likely that Chainlink would have just continued up towards this top line of resistance again, and that's exactly what Chainlink ended up doing after we recovered from this crash. But the key thing to take away is the fact that Chainlink had a huge move to the upside into this point of resistance and then formed a cup and handle pattern before we then started looking bullish again. We did the exact same thing last year. As you can see, we had a huge move to the upside straight into this exact point of resistance, and then we came back down and formed a cup and handle pattern, and then we broke out to the upside and had another huge move for Chainlink right up to this top line of resistance, where we found more resistance yet again and saw another major pullback to the downside, which we saw this year between May and July. And that pulled Chainlink right back down to this exact line of support, which was a huge buying opportunity. And since then, obviously, Chainlink has formed this huge cup and handle pattern like we have the last 2 times here. This is not new price action for Chainlink. And you can clearly see in these previous times what the outcome was for Chainlink that came next. But keep in mind, this is on the daily chart. So this is talking about, the next few months, that sort of thing. It's always possible to have short-term pullbacks along an uptrend. So just don't think that we're going to be going straight to the upside or anything. But with that being said, I am very bullish on Chainlink moving forward for the rest of this bull market. And in my opinion, Chainlink is very undervalued in terms of its market cap when you truly understand its fundamentals. I'm not going to be going deep into the altcoins fundamentals in this video, which is why it's very important for you to continue doing your own research into the altcoins fundamentals. If you like the price action, don't just buy into an altcoin because I've mentioned it here on this video, because you should always understand what you're buying into before you actually buy into it. But with that being said, getting into the second altcoin in this video, this is Polygon. It goes by the ticker matic, and we're on the daily time frame. And as you can see here, Polygon has been forming this huge triangle pattern, which we have already broken out to the upside. If you've been following me over on Twitter over the past few weeks, I have let you know about this breakout opportunity even before we were breaking out to the upside here. Well, right as we were beginning to break out, I said that Polygon has a good breakout opportunity right here. And so far, anyone that was following me over on my Twitter and took that opportunity, you'll be sitting in profits. So that's why it's super important to follow me over on my Twitter. The link is in the description. Now, Polygon's value is somewhat tied to what Ethereum is doing, because obviously Polygon is most known for providing scaling solutions for Ethereum. So as Ethereum increases in value, and especially as more and more people start using Ethereum and the Ethereum gas fees get out of control, which they pretty much already are, then just by that happening, that gives value to other projects like Polygon, for example, and also some other smart contracts platforms that I will get into in just a moment. But anyway, getting back into the technical analysis, as you can see, we've already seen the breakout to the upside. We haven't really seen a lot of confirmation, I must admit. We haven't seen a whole lot of volume, and also we have not seen any major retest, but we've certainly seen a lot of daily candle closes above this point of resistance and also weekly candle closes. But just bringing out the Fibonacci retracement tool, as you can see, Polygon initially broke above the golden pocket, the most important Fibonacci level, and we reached the 78.6% Fibonacci level, coming in at around $2.25 before then finding resistance. But right now now we're trying to flip the golden pocket into support, which is coming in at around the current prices at the time of this video. So if Polygon can hold these levels, obviously that would be very bullish. The next point of resistance is potentially that 78.6% Fibonacci level coming in at around 225 once again. And then we have the all-time high coming in at around $2.70. But above the all-time high, the next major Fibonacci level is the 1618 Fibonacci level coming in at nearly $4, which by the way, from the current price to that price target would be around a 110% gain. So that's that Fibonacci level right there, that $4 level. And what's very interesting is if I draw out the price target for this huge triangle pattern, as you can see here, that puts us pretty much right at that price target, just below $4. More specifically, the price target for this triangle pattern is coming in at around $3.70, which from the current price is still another 100% gain just about. And while we're on the topic of Polygon, there's actually some pretty big Polygon news happening right now because Unstoppable Domains, which is one of the biggest crypto domain providers out there, is switching to Polygon starting November 15th, which means that there's zero gas fees for transactions on Polygon when you're using Unstoppable Domains. So this is a pretty big deal for both Polygon and Unstoppable Domains. And by the way, if you don't know what Unstoppable Domains actually is, as I just mentioned, they're one of the biggest domain providers for crypto domains. And what I mean by crypto domains is the fact that the domains are actually minted as NFTs. And so that's why they're going to be using Polygon, because obviously minting NFTs on Ethereum is very expensive right now. And what's cool about these domain names is not only can you actually build a website out of them, if you get, for example, a .wallet domain name, so for example, I could have josh.wallet, you could link that up to a crypto wallet of some kind, like an Ethereum wallet. And rather than giving someone your wallet address, that long string of random numbers and letters, you could just simply give them josh.wallet in this example, which is linked to your crypto address. And this makes sending crypto so much easier. And in fact, something like this is exactly what we need for mass adoption moving forward. So if you want to check out Unstoppable Domains for yourself, I actually have a link in the description down below. It'll be the first link in the description, and that will take you to Unstoppable Domains where you can check out some of these crypto domains. But anyway, getting into the third altcoin for this video, this is Polkadot. And as you can see here, Polkadot is finally breaking above the all-time high. This is of course Polkadot versus the US dollar on the daily time frame. Previously, Polkadot was forming this huge falling wedge pattern, which obviously broke out to the upside as a bullish pattern should. And we have just met the technical price target, the top of the wedge, which is the previous all-time high for Polkadot, coming in at pretty close to $50. And if you're zooming in a little bit closer, as you can see, Polkadot has broken above the all-time high. And right now, we're actually in the retest phase. We've already seen one small bounce along the previous all-time high level. And so if Polkadot can hold above around $49 to $50 and end up performing a bounce further to the upside, then that is extremely bullish, because that would be confirming a major breakout into price discovery, into a brand new all-time high. And the last time Polkadot did that was right back here. As you can see, this was during 2020. And this first major all-time high for Polkadot back here was coming in at just under $7. And just putting a horizontal line right there, as you can see, Polkadot initially saw a breakout into a brand new all-time high. But what happens next was we actually came back down for a perfect retest, a successful bounce along the previous all-time high level to flip it into support. And the moment we did that with a successful bounce to the upside and a surge in volume, that was the confirmation that we needed for a major move to the upside to begin into price discovery. And obviously that move to the upside was a significant move, just measuring out from the previous all-time high, from where we saw that retest, even up to just this point here where we started traveling sideways again. That was a 500% gain in just 40 days. So just over a month, a 500% gain. And Polkadot's fundamentals are very strong right now, so it definitely deserves to break into a new all-time high because the ecosystem on Polkadot is growing almost every day. But once again, I'm not going to dive too deep into the fundamentals in this video. That's where it's important for you to do your own research into the altcoins fundamentals. And just while we're quickly on the topic of Polkadot, this is Polkadot versus Bitcoin. And as you can see, we've formed a huge cup and handle pattern on the daily chart, by the way, which is what we're on here. And we've already seen a very nice breakout to the upside, but measuring out the price target for this pattern, we have clearly not met the price target, because the price target for Polkadot is coming in at around 0.0012 Bitcoin per Ethereum, which from the current price of Polkadot valued against Bitcoin to that price target is still another 48% gain, nearly 50% gain against Bitcoin, which would mean that if Polkadot reaches that price target, Polkadot would be outperforming Bitcoin by nearly 50%. So that is why Polkadot is an altcoin that I'm watching right now. Now looking at the fourth altcoin in this video, and that is Solana. Solana is nothing new for this channel. Every now and again, I have been updating you on Solana along this crazy journey that Solana has been on. And by the way, this is Solana versus the US dollar on the daily time frame. And as you can see, Solana has clearly broken into a new all-time high above this previous all-time high that we set back in the beginning of September at roughly around $215. And Solana is one of Ethereum's biggest competitors. It is a smart contracts platform kind of like Ethereum, where you can mint NFTs, for example, and build decentralized applications on top of Solana, just like what you could do with Ethereum. But obviously Solana is more scalable than Ethereum, at least right now, while we do not have Ethereum 2.0, because right now Ethereum transaction fees, especially if you're sending ERC20 tokens or minting NFTs, gas fees on Ethereum can be above $100 per transaction, whereas Solana, you'll be paying a matter of cents. On top of that, the Solana ecosystem is growing, but once again, I'm going to leave it up to you to research into the fundamentals if you're interested. But as you can see here, we do have a huge cup and handle pattern, which by the way, I've already covered in the past on the channel. But this cup and handle pattern gives us a price target towards around $310 per Solana, which from the current price to that price target is still another 21 to 22% gain. But even before that, we have the 1618 Fibonacci level coming in at around $276. So those levels can possibly act as some short-term resistance levels, but keep in mind, Solana definitely doesn't have to stop there when you're talking about the longer-term trend, because in terms of the longer-term trend, Solana has a lot of strength, and we're only just re-entering into price discovery, so that is why Solana is one of the top altcoins that I'm paying attention to right now. The fifth altcoin that I will be covering in this video is somewhat similar to Solana, at least it's in a similar situation in terms of the price. And this altcoin here is elrond. This is the elrond to US dollar chart on the daily time frame, and elrond is known for having extremely fast transactions and very cheap transaction fees. In fact, if you're comparing elrond to other cryptos that might be trying to achieve fast transactions such as XRP, the transaction speed on elrond makes XRP look very slow, but it doesn't stop there. Elrond is also trying to achieve a smart contracts platform. But once again, I'm not going to dive too deep into the fundamentals, just looking on the chart just here. As you can see, elrond has formed a huge cup and handle pattern on this daily chart, and we've already broken out to the upside into a brand new all-time high into price discovery. And the technical price target for this cup and handle pattern is coming in at around $420, which from the current price of elrond to that price target, you're talking around a 33% gain. But something else to know about elrond is the fact that its market cap is actually a lot smaller than a lot of the other altcoins that I'm covering in this video, which means that its upside potential is technically speaking a lot bigger if you're going off the market cap. So those are just a few reasons why I'm paying attention to elrond right now. As we are breaking into price discovery, we potentially just need to see a bit more of a confirmation here with either a spike or surge in volume, or more of a retest of this previous resistance level coming in at just underneath $300. Now getting into the sixth coin that I have for you in this video, and that is Binance Coin. This is the BNB to US dollar chart on the daily time frame, and as you can see, Binance Coin is already in the middle of this major breakout to the upside, but we're yet to meet the price target out of this huge cup and handle pattern that has already formed here on the daily chart. And obviously, Binance Coin is most known for being the exchange coin for Binance, one of the biggest crypto exchanges out there. So for as long as Binance, the exchange, is doing good, then it is quite likely that Binance Coin is also going to be doing good. But not only that, Binance Coin's value also derives from the Binance Smart Chain, which is another huge rival for Ethereum. There's already a lot of other altcoins out there built on top of the Binance Smart Chain right now, and one of the biggest reasons behind that is simply because the Binance Smart Chain has cheap fees compared to Ethereum. In fact, that's really one of the biggest reasons why you'll use any other smart contracts platform other than Ethereum, simply because of the fees and possibly transaction speeds. And so for as long as Ethereum fees are going through the roof, then it's likely that other smart contract platforms like Binance Smart Chain are going to be doing very well, and that in turn will help out the value of Binance Coin. But as I said earlier, even though we've seen a confirmed breakout to the upside, we haven't met the price target just yet. Measuring out the technical price target for this huge cup and handle pattern, that is coming in at around $830 per Binance Coin, which from the current price to that price target is still another 31% gain. And what is great to see for Binance Coin right now is, as you can see, just bringing out the Fibonacci retracement tool, we've already broken above the golden pocket, one of the most important Fibonacci levels, and we found huge resistance previously along that exact level back during the end of August and beginning of September, and that was coming in at roughly around $520. And as you can see, the price has already smashed through that level, and we've also broken above the 78.6% Fibonacci level. So for as long as we can hold above the 78.6% Fibonacci level, coming in at around $600, then the next major point of resistance for Binance Coin is simply the all-time high, coming in at pretty close to $700. And once again, anything above that, I'll be looking towards this price target at around $830. But keep in mind, Binance Coin can go higher than that in the long run. Those are just a few of the initial price targets to the upside that I'm looking at right now. And now getting into the seventh and final altcoin that I have to cover in this video, and that is vechain. This is the vechain to US dollar chart on the daily time frame. And unlike some of the other altcoins that I just covered that have already fulfilled a large portion of their their breakouts. VeChain, on the other hand, even though we have already seen the breakouts above this downward sloping line of resistance, we're only just beginning to potentially break above this range of resistance. So first of all, this downward sloping line of resistance saw 3 perfect touch points along this exact line, confirming it as resistance. And then we saw a huge breakout to the upside and a successful retest of this line, confirming the breakout to the upside. And this can be seen as 2 things, either a cup and handle pattern or an inverse head and shoulders pattern, because unlike some of the other charts that I've covered, VeChain has this left shoulder just here that the other altcoins simply did not have. But that does not change the price target for VeChain. As you can see, the technical price target for VeChain out of this pattern is coming in at around 27 cents, which from the current price to that price target is still a 72% gain. And that would also put us right at pretty much the exact all-time high, as you can see, which I would expect a bit of resistance at that level before we finally break into a new all-time high. But as I mentioned earlier, we've also got this huge range of resistance that has been holding down the price of VeChain ever since around the middle of May. And that right now is coming in between 14 cents and 15.5 cents. So for as long as we can really hold above around 15 cents with possibly a successful bounce to the upside, then that would basically confirm that it's very likely that VeChain would be heading up towards around 27 cents, which is obviously that huge gain that we just talked about. And by the way, VeChain is the biggest of its kind when it comes to supply chain cryptos. We definitely need supply chain blockchains moving forward in the future as crypto begins to grow and expand, because believe it or not, crypto is more than just money and payments. There's so many other use cases out there when it comes to altcoins. And once again, VeChain is one of the biggest, most valuable of its kind when it comes to supply chain blockchains. And also VeChain's market cap is a lot lower than some of the other market caps that I have covered in this video, giving it more potential for a bigger percentage gain to the upside compared to Binance Coin, for example, which already has a huge market cap. So those are the top 7 altcoins that I'm looking at right now. And just a disclaimer, I do own all of those altcoins. And so it's really important for you to do your own research into these altcoins before making a decision to invest, rather than just blindly investing because I've covered it here on the channel. And by the way, Bitcoin and Ethereum still remain my largest holdings when it comes to my crypto portfolio. So even though these are the top cryptos that I'm looking at, these are obviously excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum. And you'll also notice that I haven't covered any gaming cryptos or metaverse cryptos in this video. And that is because that is an entire ecosystem by itself. And honestly, that deserves its own video if you want to see that. So please let me know in the comment section down below if you want me to make a dedicated video talking about gaming projects and metaverse altcoins out there. But anyway, that is it for this video. If you got something valuable out of this video or simply enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like down below. And if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe with notifications turned on so that you're not missing out on any of these future updates. I really do appreciate all of your support in the channel at the moment. I can't thank you guys enough. But anyway, that is really everything I have to say for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you all in the next video.